There are three constants in the universe: gravity, the speed of light, and YouTubers releasing questionable products to line their pockets. Now, the three business titans of YouTube have come together in the collaboration of the century, the Marvel endgame of the internet, and this time, KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast have joined together, looking to take on the well-renowned kids' lunch product, Lunchables. Okay, listen, I give it about 5 bloody years before these guys go Willy Wonka on us and release their own chocolate factory. I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast did that for one of his videos not too long ago. I mean, who's to say he didn't lock a participant in a room made of chocolate for 60 days, kept some fluorescent lights on, and watched as the walls melted around them until they had to live in a puddle of melted chocolate? Like, I'm dead serious. These Willy Wankers are about a few years away from their confectionery kingdom. So let's go over these guys' business credentials at this point. Mr. Beast had a bunch of burger stores, makes kids fat. Feastables chocolate makes kids fat. Logan Paul allegedly scams his audience with crypto. Prime turns kids into zombies. KSI allegedly crypto controversy. Prime turns kids into zombies. XIX vodka turns people into alcoholics. I mean, there's a bunch of other shit that the Sidemen make, but we'll be here forever, but you get my point. It seems no amount of controversy surrounding these individuals won't stop them in advertising and showcasing their new retail adventure. I know the news cycle on the internet moves at light speed, and what transpired a few weeks ago can feel like months. But I mean, we're all familiar with the Mr. Beast and Dogpack 404 situation. And at the same time, Mr. Beast and Amazon are currently dealing with very severe allegations from the Beast games, where it's alleged contestants were sent to hospitals due to injury, not being provided meals, allowing them rest breaks, and failure to pay for overtime and minimum wage. These guys have the track record for not looking out for the best interests of others, especially kids, but for making the best product they can to market to them. So these guys are doing the world a favor by making their own Lunchables alternative they've named Lunchly. They're directly competing with their meal kits, including a 12-ounce Prime, a mini Feastables, and essentially a copy-paste of their actual food product. Wait, hold up! I'm getting a report that they do in fact have double the drink and include less processed cheese in their product. I repeat, more drink and less cheese. I never thought I'd see the day. It is truly a revolutionary product. I mean, let's be totally honest with ourselves. Nobody is buying Lunchables for the health benefits. So what does it matter if they use 10 grams of real cheese versus 10 grams of almost cheese at this point? Especially when the Prime you include in your meal kit contains a ridiculous amount of artificial sweetener. Let's hold that thought for a minute. Prime is supposed to be a sports hydration drink. You know, if you're exercising, you're sweating, you need that electrolyte boost. So why on God's given earth would you need to give a kid a sports drink on their lunch break? Let's just think, the target demographic for Lunchables, I'm going out on a limb and saying, what, 6 to 13-year-olds, right? Like, ain't no one who is in high school whipping out their cheese and ham stacks. So surely, what bloody 6-year-old reads like a 400 milligram potassium drink with like sodium or a shit ton of artificial sweetener in their body? Like, who would give a sports drink to a 6-year-old? Anyone? I don't think people who give their kids Lunchables each week are gonna care about the electrolyte content in their kids' food anyway. They released some side-by-side comparisons for some very cherry-picked nutritional information. The protein content seems largely similar, but what stands out is the sugar, which can be accounted for by Prime. A 6-ounce Capri Sun has 13 grams of sugar, so factoring that out also means you get a product with less overall calories. But let's not forget, Lunchly has far more of that good old artificial sweetener. I'll be real, I've never seen the point of a Lunchables. Like, for a $5 I could buy myself ingredients that would make me, I don't know, 5-6 full hearty sandwiches if I wanted it. But I guess I'm in the minority for thinking this because clearly these puppies sell. In the UK, we have our own Dairyly Lunchables you can pick up for like £2, but it doesn't come with like a drink or a chocolate. So let's talk about the response and the elephant in the room. They aren't making the product healthier because they care about the kids. Let's not kid ourselves here. They're making the nutritional info, at least on the surface, look better so they could advertise it as a better product and make it easier to compete with Lunchables. I mean, that's it. They're not doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. So what's the response to this? Well, Minecraft YouTube veteran Dan TDM had this to say. I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. I mean, it's pretty obvious the only reason they're making these products is to sell it to kids and make money. There's no other way to look at this. He's right there. Of course, all three of them responded with some PR drivel defending their product, which they have a right to do. But all three of them got absolutely owed by the X.com community notes. KSI, he called a bunch of merchandise that Dan TDM made absolute crap. But the irony is that KSI has worked with both of these companies and even had multiple U2s made of him. Is he calling the product he was featured in crap also? I feel like this is entirely a self-report here. You know and think you are selling crap to your audience, yet you don't care because money. I feel it just kind of exposes the moral compass surrounding these internet celebrities. But it's all okay because we know the more laughing emojis you use, the stronger your point is. Good work, JJ. Keep it up. Logan Paul takes the opportunity to market further. I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead, but when we create a better version you're upset? Then don't eat it. But again, the community notes came in clutch for this. Prime Hydration LLC was filed against that for including lead on 3 separate occasions, with the third being on March 24th of 2024. Commenting on Lunchables' lead findings while including a drink also known to have lead inside a meal pack is very hypocritical. I'm sorry, you have to laugh, right? Like, you just have to laugh at this, like, hypocrisy and this irony. It's so good. It's so good. You tried, Logan Paul. You tried. Mr. Beast also came in with the X.com community note takedown. Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes. We use real cheese, they use cheese product, higher quality meat, etc. Obviously, eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good IMO, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, we get economics of scale and can get things cheaper. We will only be improving the product more and more. Firstly, their goal isn't to give a better for you alternative, they're making it seem better for you so they can market it better and get more sales by using that as an advertising point. They're not doing it for the betterment of people, they're doing it for the betterment of marketing. But they also got community noted. Feastables chocolates were also marketed as being healthier than other chocolate bars, only 5 ingredients. Later, the recipe was reformulated. They are now not healthier, and the extra ingredients are disguised as unsweetened chocolate, counting as one of the 5 ingredients. It's almost as if these guys are just making products to sell to the masses, and this is all just a PR move. Like, how can all 3 of them get owned in community notes at once? Like, that's incredible. That's gotta be like a record. You could say these people are utilizing the audience they've built over a decade and leveraging that to make and sell products to them. They've gone from building audiences to building brands, and it for sure adds a layer of unrelatability between them and their audience. But at the end of the day, it's not kids who buy these products, it's the parents. This was meant to be the part where I was gonna commentate over the ad itself, but I don't want any reason for them to take down this video or something, so I'll just tell you that it's not interesting at all, apart from the fact they spit out the Lunchables pretending like they just ate literal dog poop and threw Lunchables cheese on a cupboard, I guess. I've just seen the promo image. Why does JJ always make this face like he's just let out the biggest fart and man's happy about it? I've just looked and I can't stop looking. I've never seen someone like Mr. Beast that has the most soulless smile. It's like his mouth is the only thing that's smiling and everything else isn't. It's kind of creepy. And of course, Logan Paul is just imagining that the Feastables is just stacks of cash, so it's all okay. But here's an alternative thought, okay? Do you remember back in the beginnings of YouTube, and for the first time creators were ridiculed for actually getting sponsorships? That was a huge thing. If you were doing a sponsored video, people would call you a sellout and a hack that only cared about money. Now people praise creators for getting the bag because sponsors directly keep creators afloat. I feel this is following the same suit. Creators find new ways to build their brands and monetize. It gets criticized until it becomes the norm and everyone wants a piece of the same pie. It's a rinse and repeat cycle, only this time it's on a far bigger scale, to the point they can be the ones to actually sponsor others. So what's my conclusion to all this? I don't really care. It's obvious they're not making a healthy product, and if they started advertising it as such, I'm gonna take issue with that. A Lunchables is not a healthy lunch by any means, even if your version does have less sugar. I also find these guys are pushing a product but being entirely hypocritical, which is not good for any business person. And they really should think twice before rushing to push out some PR nonsense. It's just internet celebrities making bank off their audience, which is what this has always been, and no one can really claim otherwise. I would say it would be nice of them to advocate for kids' health in some way, which I know would be hypocritical at this point, but for something like Prime, a sports hydration drink, it would be nice to actually see them support sporting activities for kids, not just getting their label plastered on the UFC or WWE, but maybe actually giving back a little to the people that buy their products. Appreciate y'all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smash a like and subscribe. I'll be coming back to Twitch on the 27th of September, so I'll see you all then. Peace.